Hello friends, how's it going? It's me, Betty Jean. So today's video is another eye swatch video. I wanted to do eye swatches with the two new Kaleidos makeup palettes that they sent me. They are the VR Neon and the Electric Turquoise, the 4th and 5th palettes to their collection. I did the same thing I did in my sugar pill video. I just blended and swatched all the shadows on my eyeballs. I decided to finish it out with an actual look just to look a little cuter, you know what I mean? Because I was looking like a troll otherwise. But yeah, I did eye swatches. You guys really seem to enjoy the first video, so I wanted to do it again. I actually like filming these. It's really relaxing for me. So let's just get into it. All right, hello. It's time for another eye swatch video. I'm priming my eyes really quick. I'm going to prime my eyes the same way I do for all of these eye swatches. I'm using my Sigma eyeshadow base in Ignite. I'm just going to blend it out with my finger and not set it because that is what I always do. Nothing new here. I don't know what I'm going to do with the shimmers yet because with shimmers I always use my NYX glitter primer, but I know not everybody does that, so I think I might just like pack it on with a brush, see what it does. If I need more intensity, then I will go in with my glitter primer on top of that and see what it looks like, but we will get to that later. I think I want to do the neon one first just because it's number 4, and then I'll do number 5. It seems like I shouldn't do the neon one first because it might stain, but you know what? I'm a rebel. I don't really care. Let's start with these two down here. The green one is called Glitch and the yellow is called Level Up. And I have different eyeshadow brushes and blending brushes for all of these. I talked about that in my last one, but these are all brushes that I know work. If I didn't like these brushes, I wouldn't own them. I need to get one of those donuts, those hair donuts that you guys told me to get from Dollar Tree because they will clean your makeup off really quick. I need to get one, but I haven't done it yet, so here we are for now. I'm going to take Glitch first on this Morphe M504. I'm going to do the same thing I did in my Sugar Pill one. I'm just going to work on packing and building it up in the crease and blending it out, and then I will take an eyeshadow brush and pack it all over the lid and just blend it in with what I did with the crease. And I don't have an ounce of makeup on right now, so if I look scary, that is why. It would be so silly for me to put on makeup before this because I'm just going to take my eyeshadow off with each of these swatches anyway. For packing it on, I'm going to use just this random shadow brush. It doesn't really matter what you use. All of the eyeshadow brushes are roughly the same size and shape. The blending ones kind of vary, but they all still will get the job done for the purpose of this video. Going to zoom on in really quick with my magnifying mirror. I feel like everything looks really nice. I'm going to do the yellow eye now, and that shade again is called Level Up. I'm just going to take this Morphe M518, and then I'm just going to use the opposite side of that shadow brush I just used for packing it on. Let's get to blending. Zooming on in. I feel like it looks pretty good. The yellow doesn't want to stick at full opacity on my lid, but it looks beautiful blended out, so this just might not be a shade that you want packed all over, but I'm sure if I worked hard enough and built it up, it would probably look fine, but just based on regular application, that's kind of what it did, but from far away, you can't tell at all. I think it looks really pretty. I'm going to wipe these off. If they're staining, I will show you, but we'll see. Let's move on. This is the amount of staining. There's hardly anything. You can tell that I had a little bit of green on the side if you look really hard, but for the most part, there's no staining with these. I don't know how the other mattes will do, but so far so good. Okay, let's do the next two. I have my eyes primed again the exact same way. I'm gonna take the red and the orange now. This one is called Game Over and this one is called Boss. For one of the eyes, I'm going to use this ColourPop F12, and the other one I'm going to use this BH Cosmetics number 9, and then just this random shadow brush both sides for each color. Let's get on to swatching. I don't think I want to chat too much during each of these swatches just because I don't want these videos to take forever, you know what I mean? Oh, this red is so good. This red is so pretty and pigmented. You guys can just see the amount of pigmentation that's on this. It's so good. I'm gonna dive into that orange now. And this is where we are at with the orange. I even wiped my brush off at a point just because I felt like I had too much pigmentation to blend this out nicely. If I really wanted this to look like a seamless blend, I would take a clean brush, but I just have a lot of pigment on this brush. But I mean, it all blends out nicely. Everything is nice and smooth, nothing looks patchy. I think both of these colors look great. I'm going to wipe them off now. This is what it looks like after I wipe those off. I'm actually surprised at the lack of staining. I thought for sure there would be a lot of red residue, but there really isn't. So I mean, that's great. Granted, I didn't wear these all day, but typically with shadows that stain, it stains pretty quick. Like they don't have to be on very long, but no staining so far. My phone needs to not buzz when I'm talking. Thank you. Okay, so now on to the shimmers. We have Hologram and Easter Egg. And I think I'm gonna start by just packing it on the lid first without glitter primer. If I feel like it needs the primer, I will add that and do it again on top of it. And then I'm just gonna take the blending side and just blend out the edge, because I personally, and I feel like most people agree with this, I don't just go in with like a really sparkly shadow in my crease as my crease shade. That's just not how I do things, and that's not how a lot of people do things. If you do that, that's great, but most people aren't gonna do that, I feel like. So I'm just gonna show what it looks like with it blended out towards the crease, so there will be shimmer in my crease, which again, I wouldn't normally do, but I do wanna see the blendability of it. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm taking this Anastasia dual-ended brush and I'm just gonna dip into Hologram with just my eye primer, no glitter primer, and pop that all across the lid. It's so freaking pretty. Oh, I love how sparkly it is. Maybe I'll show you with glitter primer regardless. Let me get my NYX glitter glue just so you guys can see how much it builds up. Just gonna pop some glitter glue on the exact same side of the brush I just used. Pop it all across the lid and then dip right into that shade again. Just so you guys can see how much more impact would happen if you were to use a glitter glue. Ugh, this is why I use glitter glue. It just changes everything. I know some people spray the brush, whatever. I just don't prefer to do that. I like my glitter primer. You can't stop me. So I'm just gonna flip that brush over and just kind of blend that edge so it's a little softer. I can't speak. And I mean, there you have it. Like I said, there's plenty of glitter in my crease now, which I don't love, but that's how it would kind of feather out if you were to go in and do that. It's very cute. So I'm actually just gonna wipe that blending side off because there really isn't much pigment on it. It's just a little bit of sparkle at this point, but it's pretty much clean now. So I'm gonna do the same thing to the other eye, but with the opposite side of the brush. I'll do no glitter primer, then I'll add glitter primer, and then I'll blend it out with Easter Egg. Let's just move right along in. So there we're at with the pink eye. They're both beautiful. They're so pigmented, so sparkly. I don't even know if the amount of sparkle translates on camera the way it does in real life. This shade is out of this world. It's like gold and yellow and orange, and it's just beautiful. And this one is just like the prettiest purpley pink ever. I love it so much. I'm gonna wipe these off now and we'll move on to the Electric Turquoise palette. This is the amount of staining we have left over. Again, really not that much. You can tell a little bit kind of in my inner corner and lower lash line that there was some stuff going on, but I think that's more so from my makeup wipe, just kind of smearing it everywhere. I do have some sparkle still on my face, but that's okay. I'll just take a clean makeup wipe at the end and we'll go from there. So yeah, let's move on. Okay, now we're on the Electric Turquoise palette. Look how pretty it is. It's just so cute. I have my eyes primed again already. I think I want to go in with the two shimmers first because I think I want to finish this video on a two-toned look note with maybe like a blue on each eye, just because I like to finish these off with an actual look with two of the shades, and I don't want that to be with the shimmer. So I'm going to start with the shimmers first and just kind of see what happens, you know? I'm going to do the same thing like the other shimmers. I'm going to take like my brush, I'm going to pack it on without glitter primer first, and then I'll add glitter primer and do glitter primer again. You know what I'm saying. I'm going to do the same thing I just did, and then I'll blend it out with a brush. So yeah, let's move right along. The blue one is called Tron, and then the other one is called Shockwave. Oh, I'm so excited to play with these. I've actually used them already. I used them in my first impressions video, and man, oh man, they're gorgeous. All right, that is what those two look like. I personally wouldn't really wear this one by itself like this just because I'd prefer to use that one as a inner corner highlight. I've actually used it as a face highlight or just in conjunction with other shimmers or with a lot of stuff going on in the crease, but it's beautiful. It's so pretty. This one is so cool. It has like greenish, bluish, goldish going on, and I just think it's absolutely stunning. These are such good shimmers. They're so sparkly, just like the other palette. I love them. I'm going to wipe them off and we will start on the mattes. Here's what I look like after wiping those off. Again, not really any staining. There is glitter everywhere, but I don't hate that at all. All right, my eyes are primed again, and I'm going to be taking Wired, which is the brown, and then Voltaic. I'm not saying that right. Volta. I don't know, the orange one, and I'm going to blend in the crease and then pack on the lid. For one eye, I'm going to use a Spectrum C06. Oh, I guess I have two Spectrum C06s. They're just different colors. And then I have this SL Miss Glam brush for packing the matte on. I'll just go to the clean side for each eye. So, I don't know, let's do the brown first. So that's what the brown looks like. I think it's really pretty. This one's very pigmented, kind of like the red and the orange, where like you might not want to take as much as I did right off the bat because you'll spend a little bit more time blending. Like I'd probably take a clean brush and continue blending it more. But I mean, it's really pigmented. It's not patchy. It blends nicely. I'm gonna do the same thing to the orange eye now, shall we? All right, and this is the orange. This one is more similar to the yellow where like it doesn't totally want to stay opaque when I pack it on my lid. I'm sure if I worked with it long enough, it might, but it's a really cute color. It's more of a muted orange. It's more creamsicle-y. It's not neon like the neon palette orange, but it's really pretty and it blended really nicely. This eye looks so crazy. Let me get a clean brush and try to blend it some more. This brush is humongous. I don't reach for this brush too often. Just to get it more blended. Not that I'm about to wipe it right off, but yeah, this is a very pigmented brown. Go in lightly with that one. It's intense, almost like a black. I'm gonna wipe these off now and then we will do the last two shades. And again, here's what I look like one last time. Not really any staining. I'm impressed that these palettes don't have much staining. Although now that I think about it, I don't think the first three Kaleidos palettes had staining. I don't really remember. I just feel like staining is so normal now that I'm almost shocked when a palette doesn't stain me. So that's good to know. I'm gonna prime my eyes and we will do those last shades. I'm excited. All right, finally, the last two. The blues are called Digiteal, that's really cute. And then Force Field. I don't know which one I'm gonna do on which eye, probably the darker one here and the lighter one here. I don't know where either of these blending brushes are from at all. They don't have names on them anymore. And then the eyeshadow brush that I'm going to use for both is the Spectrum A08, and I'll just use the clean side for both eyes like usual. Let's get into it. I'm excited for these blues. They're going to be real cute. Both of these are so freaking cute. I love the way both of them look. They're beautiful. None of them look patchy. They blended like a dream. I think they look so cute next to each other. I like the two-tone vibe they have. Yeah, I'm happy with this. I'm gonna actually do my makeup now. I'll probably pop the light shade in my inner corner. Maybe throw on a wing if I'm feeling fancy. I don't know if I'm feeling that fancy though. Just so I can look cute for the intro and outro, and maybe film my favorites video if I'm feeling wild and crazy. Yeah, let's move on to the end of the video now. All right, those are my swatches. This is my final look. I just popped the silvery light sparkly shade in my inner corner. I smoked the same colors on my lower lashes. In my waterline, I went with the, where is it? I don't know where I put it, the Platinum pencil from NYX. It's just a very silvery bright pencil. I did my star stamps from Milk Makeup. All of my makeup details though will be linked down below in case you're curious. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this. I found I really liked all the shadows, which I'm not surprised because the formula is beautiful. Everything blended nicely, the pigmentation's there, the shimmers. Whew, so good, so good. Yeah, I'm not disappointed at all. I'm actually currently filming my 3 looks with the neon one. I've already done 1 look. I'm going to film the next 2 over the next couple days. So that video will be up very shortly. I'm excited playing with these. Let me know what you think. Do you have a favorite between the 2? As of right now, I don't have a favorite yet. I will probably know what my favorite is once I do 3 looks with both of them. But yeah, just let me know your thoughts. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up. I addressed this to individual people, but just because I'm doing eye swatches now does not mean I'm done doing first impressions. I'm still gonna do first impressions. I'm not replacing them with eye swatches. It's just another bonus video to add on. And honestly, I kind of like it because then it gives me even more of a feel for a palette if I like it or not, because I'm playing with all of the shades 100% completely in every way I can. So yeah, if you are not already, please hop over to my Instagram. It's beautbean. Follow me there. I post every single day, and don't forget to subscribe. I post most days here as well. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next one. Okay, bye.